When it burns, it cuts your circuit open, stopping the flow of Hi! Think I'm getting PTSD. When it burns, it cuts your circuit open, stopping the flow of Hi! It's a piece of wire that melts open under high current and let's not get burned. And when it opens, when it burns, it cuts your circuit open, stopping the flow of high current and protects your circuit against fire and such. And every one of them has a different current rating depending on how much current your circuit normally needs and at what level you want them to blow open and protect your circuit. So these are short circuits with close to 0 volts across them. Then why the hell do they have voltage ratings? Like this is rated for 250 volts. It's still a short circuit. It's not like if I place it on a circuit with a 2000 volt supply, there will be 2000 volts across this. In fact, let's try it with my high voltage transformer. These transformers are very dangerous and one of them has killed me once before and we don't want that to happen to anyone else. So don't! Here is a 10 ohm resistor as my circuit series with the fuse connected to the 2000 volt transformer, and so the fuse blows open quickly, protecting my circuit like this. Oh sh**! Ah, look at this. Even the glass cracked and broke under extreme heat. The voltage rating is not about the normal operating mode. It's for when the fuse breaks open and we want it to reliably open. We know a strong high voltage can jump the gap, creating an arc, keeping the circuit closed, like we saw. So in order to make sure a fuse or breaker actually opens, it needs to be made differently. Otherwise the arcs never die, and that's not safe. But you could be safer using my sponsor NordVPN. Although I'm sure you travel different fronts from your as soon as you warns you or installs remote, even has the country that VPN program up at your country. So no shot, boom, fuse. We know fall for it and keep it. Anywho, let's make a high voltage fuse. We know the longer the distance, the harder it is for high voltages to jump across it. So we need to make our fuse wire longer. We put 2 nails on a cardboard box. We put some very thin wire around the nails and we turn it on. Oh, oh, fire! Oh, oh, no, 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 no. In case of electric fire, never try to put it out with water. It creates shorts and can cause electrocution. Always try to cut electricity first if possible, then use non-conductive fire extinguishers made for this purpose. I guess this is why they use some sort of cover or glass for the fuse, so the molten metal and arcs don't start a fire. I have a plastic bottle, let's try this one. We just put the nails and the wires inside the cup. Here's my fuse, let's try it out. Here we are, and we turn it on. Oh sh**. Well, it took a while, but it opened, and the fire was contained in here, so safer? What if we vacuum in here so that there is no ionized air to help create arcs? Here I'm holding my super thin piece of wire here. Put it inside our vacuum chamber. Connect the vacuum pump. Now hopefully there is some good amount of vacuum and we turn the power on. Oh my god. Did you see that? Look at this nonsense. Oh my god! Oh, that was a failure. It's easier to create much longer arcs with much lower voltage in vacuum. I suspected that, but not that much. It's interesting because under normal atmospheric pressures, the 2000 volts can only start jumping under 1 millimeter gap. But as we saw, it jumps well over 10 centimeters in partial vacuum. This new transformer seems to be a little bit weaker than the old one I had, which I broke. I should get a stronger transformer. Me, not you, okay? You don't need to acquire anything that has a resemblance to this. Of course, after it starts, it can extend to a longer distance if the source is powerful enough. I suppose instead of a vacuum, you could replace the air inside the fuse container with some non-conductive noble gas like argon. Would that work? I don't have argon. So I'm thinking if I can make it happen reliably in air, it would be good. Like here, I'm taking a very long, thin wire, if you can see it, so that hopefully it can fall away quick, stopping the arc. It did work. I think I'm onto something. Maybe I can make it even quicker. Hi! Hear me out. I'm running a very thin fuse wire between these two nails, and I have two elastic bands that are pulling this wire apart, keeping it at a tension in the middle. So when the fuse blows open, these elastic bands will pull the wires apart quickly and hopefully extinguish the arc as soon as possible. The fuse is shorting the 2000 volts, and now we shall turn it on. Oh, look, this is exactly how you expect a fuse to behave. Unlike the last time that the entire wire just evaporated, this time it just broke straight in the middle. The rest of the wire is intact and there was no huge arcs either. Awesome! So any mechanism that quickly breaks and pulls wires apart should be very good for high voltage. In fact, the microwave oven that I pulled the transformer out of has its own fuse. Where did I put it? I put my oven parts in my cookie box. Where is the fuse? Oh, there it is. Here's the fuse. It looks interesting, well protected in a plastic. Is it a box? Can I open it? Oh, look at it. There is a more regular looking fuse inside the plastic cover. It is a 5000 volts 0.7 amps fuse. From my extensive experience with high voltage fuses, the gap doesn't look far enough to avoid big arcs. Let's try it out. But this is interesting. See, the fuse wire on one side is a spring pulled open, keeping the fuse wire under tension. So when the fuse breaks open, the spring pulls the contacts apart, eliminating the arc, like what I did with my elastic bands. Okay, the fuse now is shorting the 2000 volt output. Let's see if it works as advertised. Ooh. Well, I mean, the fuse wire is completely eradicated, including the spring and everything. Was there a point to the spring? But it's interesting. For such a small gap, there was almost no arc. Is there a special gas in there? I can't find anywhere if there is a special gas in these glass tube fuses. Somebody let me know. But in conclusion, that's why every fuse has a voltage rating. Use it outside the rated voltage and there will be death and destruction. So mind the ratings. Or else. Hi, do you remember my promise of making an explosive alarm clock? Exploding capacitors. You would have to arm your alarm clock every night. Maybe we can make a magazine that auto-reloads the capacitors for the next morning alarm. 200,000 likes on this video and I'll make that.
All right, guys, can you hear me? I don't really feel like this. You know what? I'll actually make that, but I just don't know when I'll make it. I will make it though. And don't even think about reminding me of that stupid Corby instrument vibration shit, because I'm not making that. Definitely not making that. Like, why would I make that? Ancient, ancient Roman Empire. This is just me. Oh shit. Whatever. Hope YouTube doesn't remove my stream like it always does when I share my voice. I think it would be worse if I share my face, so I'm not gonna share my face. Only states Juliet Guns. Like, but I'm not sure on the scream. They haven't removed it yet. Yet. I know they are. Why am I mimicking the Electro Boom unibrow bit? Careful.
We're gonna make your heart go bang! Every morning I wake up and say hi to my monitor. Yet all of a sudden fall asleep, not a moment later. Ow, ow. Even though I know I'm busy, I just let it lure me in. Can't help but know it always wins. You know, you're such a moron. Hey, it's
Wait, what?
Can't help but know it always wins. You know, you're such a moron. Hey, it's
Why does YouTube think moron is a swear word?
seriously addicting. There really isn't that much time in the day, and maybe sometimes I'll think of new ways to somehow manage life both work and play. But I just gave up anyway. Baka baka baka, you really need to use your head if you wanna wish for us all to head to a brighter world. Don't give up now. Baka baka baka, isn't there something else that you can do right now? Like crying and laughing and getting angry. Just leave it to me. I'll paint the world all around, make it just for me.
Oh, that's it. That's so with her. I mean, I still have to even not. Nice. Guys, you wanna watch some Electro Boom? Wanna watch some? I think we should. This sounds much more normal than the male version. What girl? I am very I am Oh! No! I finally got something. People think fun. I swear. Son of a pushman. Let's get it. What? Alright, you wanna watch Electro Boom now?
Hi.
Sure, let's watch it then.
Hi, do you remember my promise of making an explosive alarm clock? Exploding capacitors. You would have to arm your alarm clock every night. Maybe we can make a magazine that auto-reloads the capacitors for the next morning alarm. 200,000 likes on this video and I'll make that. Today is your lucky day because I'm gonna make that. See? My part is already being printed. So what are you waiting for? Don't you want to increase your electrical knowledge and win your own Keysight tools and scopes and equipment? Because my sponsor Keysight is having their annual event.
What the fuck?
They didn't change the abomination. That's my landing page. You can sign up for the event from the link in the description. When is the first event? March 14th? That's tomorrow. Sign up! In these absolutely free events, not only you learn electronic tips and tricks from industry experts and engineers, but also you can win thousands of dollars in pro-grade test gear. I'm telling you, sign up. It's free. Anyway, let's design our alarm clock. You know, when my alarm clock goes off, things explode, which are a bunch of capacitors that I have to put in some sort of magazine to feed them through. But I thought instead of a straight magazine like I showed in my previous video, it's better to go with a revolutionary one. And by that, I mean I put the capacitors around something that revolves and connects the legs of the capacitors to the high voltage that is going to blow them up. Let me show you. I designed this 3D model that 10 capacitors can fit in the holes around it and it will turn with a motor. Then we print it.
What is that? Oh, there's no audio.
Here we are. Now I can easily fit a capacitor in the holes around it and rotate it. And it is designed to go on a drill so we can easily turn it. Although I don't need this drill, I have the guts of some old drill I can
What is that?
use. Now, how can I hold these things together? Tie them to a piece of wood, maybe? Let's test it. There you go. The good thing about running it from a power supply is that I can change the voltage to change the output speed, because I don't know what's the proper speed to feed the capacitors through to blow them up.
That power supply is way too expensive, I bet. And too advanced. My power supply is just enough.
Let's test it actually. Let's see how quickly the capacitor blows as soon as I plug it in. By the way, this is not a DIY project, don't try this. I'm just fulfilling a promise. Ready? Okay, so it's almost instantaneous. You don't need to run very slow. Now we fit our capacitors into our revolutionary magazine. Spread their legs apart a little bit. Might be beneficial to trim their legs to be the same size too. Now they would have to rotate and touch the high voltage.
Gangnam Star. Gangnam Star. Gangnam Star. Oh. Why is it high pitched? Why did he leave? No, it wasn't. It was? Why'd you leave? Let me see. Oh, you got kicked out? I didn't kick you, so. If you're actually telling the truth that's from a Lezo employee, then that's gonna be crazy. Uh-huh. You did? Show me. Send me a link to that. Oh, it's not going to Facebook? Oh, that's not. Oh, that is. That's crazy! What? Another. Oh! No, fuck you. What the? Well, pausing it. Facebook. I'm a watermelon. It's not fucking letting me, it's not letting me, what's it called? Look, it's not letting me, oh wait, I should click on it, like, 1 second. I have to slowly scroll. It was right there! Oh, whatever. Can you send the link to the robot, like, instead of their profile? So that means SP01 was made by Lezo, not Ankyo. Ankyo was just a freaking copycat.
Ah.
Wow, they didn't make any of them? Well, click on that video. Click on that video. Wow. Ankyo is stupid. Alright. So everyone, so like change Ankyo to Lezo. Oh. What about the naughty robot one? Is that made by Lezo? Oh, that one? Okay. Wow, so Ankyo did nothing. Alright, screw Ankyo. You kill Ankyo, I'm just kidding. Ew, I hate that shit. What the fuck is that? I hear those stupid kids outside. Oh god. What is this? What the?
Hearing Elvis roar back into the mainstream and
Alright, do that. Wish I could. Wait, I could block this element. Block all this shit. Oh fuck. I'm gonna use inspect element to remove this shit because I'm not dealing with this today. I can't scroll down. Oh, there you go. Facebook is stupid. I just bypassed their login shit. I haven't. Let me watch.
孩子，你看那有一个机器人儿。
哎呀，机器人，我特别喜欢，我要机器人，我要机器人。快点，孩子们。
Why are those kids so annoying? Why are they screaming at a robot?
来，遥控器给你，好吧？
太贵了，宝贝。
不管，我要机器人。
什么？谁家的孩子？这是。
Can you play the audio with the robot?
站起来，站起来。
不花钱的机器人可以带回家，
What
花钱
audio
的机器
with
人不可以
him?
带回家。
那有不花钱的机器人吗？你来遥控我好不好？机器人，你关。
Can't believe I bypassed
费
their
电，
fucking
来，
login shit.
开始。
Inspect element.
哎呀，哇！
What are you doing, you crackhead? Alright, that guy's a crackhead, but... I can't scroll anymore. Can't believe I found a high-pitched version. I mean, I can't believe people found a high-pitched version. Why is it not letting me play shit? What the fuck? And that, but... And that.
intelligent induction lucky robot. I can glide and walk.
Hello, I am Rocker Robot.
What is that? Dang, I've been streaming for 2 hours. What's this? Ew. Bruh. I do not know what to do right now. I do not know. Bro, I've been idle for so long. You're still letting me play even though I was idle for literally like an hour. Yeah, I was. I was idle for an hour. Why are you spamming that? It did. Oh, he's still there. Oh, she's... 1 second. AFK. Back. What's this? Oh, this is for real. It's Mechanics Master. Literally, dog! He does! Classic, what's it called? Profile picture. You have to click, you have to click the three dots on your avatar and click edit avatar and add your random, add an avatar. Nice, you learned how to do it. I screenshotted that photo. I'm gonna be so happy when I get my soldering iron in May. Like, I'm literally gonna be the happiest. You won't believe how happy I'm gonna. You're not gonna believe how happy I'm gonna be when I get that soldering iron. Oh man, no. Fine. I have not checked YouTube. Oh my god. Oh, it's not that much. I have streamed for so long. Oh, he's still here? Nice, he's still on YouTube. That is literally nice. And YouTube hasn't removed my stream. That's nice. I love that. Huh, that means I can sometimes stream with my voice. Can't believe he's still right there.
Y pensaron que me iba a caer, pero no, de su mala vibra a mí me protegió. Y por más que me dieron el pie, no alcanzó, porque igual maté la liga y al final se me dio. Pero no, de su mala vibra a mí me protegió. Yo. Que a mí me protegió.